something that really hits home with me because I teach public policy. And right now I'm teaching a class where we're discussing policy issues. And every issue we're talking about, whether it's health care or unemployment or a whole raft of other social issues, comes down to one thing: education, education, education. If you're reading at grade level, by the time you're at second, third grade, you have a much greater chance at success. If you're failing at that, you probably will drop out and have all these social problems fall on you because you didn't get the background in reading that you need.
More than 1/4 of Greenville County children and 1/3 of minority children are assessed not ready to read for the first grade. Research shows that the vocabulary level of a 48-month-old child determines their reading ability in the 11th grade. It is well publicized that 62% of low-income families have no books in their homes. Lapsits for Early Literacy focuses on underserved families and children.
They are coming from homes that parents may not be able to read that well. They may not have high school education and may not have interest in reading to the children, so therefore books may not be there.
I had a student who came in last year and told me that she had never read to her child. She said that she did not know that she should read to her child.
It's those first 3 years of life when those synapses are formed, those connections in the brain, and without those connections, children simply do not learn to write or read or speak well.
Lapsits guides underserved parents and caregivers of newborns through 3-year-olds to create a love of books, develop readiness for reading, and provide children's books in homes. It wants all children ready to learn to read.
I hate to see children start behind and struggle to catch up, to even get even with their entire lives. It's an undue burden, and it's something that shouldn't be. It's too easy to fix.
Lapsits is a 501c3 organization, and we have basically 4 goals that we're meeting at the moment. One is to motivate parents to read to their children. A second is to provide books for them so that they can have home libraries like the ones that we're used to having. We know that 62% of parents who come from a low socioeconomic background have no books at all in their home. A third thing we are trying to do is raise public awareness of this issue. And so to do that, we have events like the Cat in the Hat and Launch a Future Reader. And finally, we work toward promoting our program and providing handouts and resources and links for parents through our website.
We have reached over 1,000 families a year now with special events. We hold an annual Cat in the Hat event. Reaching out through a lot of partnerships, community organizations, school organizations, to conduct parent workshops, working with a teen parent program. And there is a growing body of testimony from these very parents, that many of whom don't have high literacy skills, as to how Lapsits is helping them understand the value of reading with their children and how to go about doing it.
The Cat in the Hat event celebrates early language fun with the cat himself, Dr. Seuss. This annual event has drawn a crowd of 800 to 1,000 participants who take home new language activities and up to 3 books to keep.
We'll have about 25 interactive stations run by educators who will share different ways of sharing stories, puppets, songs, finger plays, and different things that are ways that you can interact with your child and teach them vocabulary, language skills very early on. The event is free and open to the public, and it's for families with children anywhere from newborns all the way up to 7 years of age.
It's an outstanding opportunity for little kids to get exposed to Dr. Seuss. You all were, I was, and why not every child possible be exposed to Cat in the Hat?
I love to volunteer because I have a passion for preschool kids, and It's so important for parents to get involved with reading and language activities with kids from birth so that they can succeed later on in life, because at age 4, actually, the amount of vocabulary that a kid has is a predictor of their educational success. So it's really important to get kids reading and interacting with language and books early.
This is a very educational experience for the children, and we just wanted to see what books they had available. They love Dr. Seuss books and reading strategies for the little children.
Even if I'm a little kid, I love little smaller kids because my friend, she has a baby sister. I just love reading to her. It's just, I like when little smaller kids than me learn how to read.
All workshop facilitators are professional educators who volunteer their time. Lapsits offers parent workshops throughout the year at the Anderson Street Teen Parent Program. All topics cover interactive bonding through books and language with tiny babies aged 2 to 4 months old.
Because we don't wait until a child goes to school to build literacy skills. That starts at birth. And we read to our babies and sing to our babies and do finger plays and converse with our babies and all of these things to build these literacy skills in babies so that when they do go to school, it's going to be easier for them to read and to succeed.
Oftentimes, advice from the Lapsits volunteer facilitator may be critically important.
And also building that bonding, that love bond. You're teaching body parts, little ear, nose, tummy button. Things that they've never been taught, how to talk with a baby, the importance of talking to their baby and all. Holding their baby, responding quickly to their baby's cries. All of these things nobody's taught them, or perhaps in the home nobody's modeled.
This program is important to teen parent program for teen parents because a lot of teen parents don't read. So this would encourage us to read.
You're showing them a good education, that it's good to read and it's good to be intelligent and not to just give up. It's you should give it a try. It's worth the trying. So there'll be somebody when they grow up, basically.
The rise in Hispanic populations has led Lapsits to increase its outreach in the Hispanic community.
The latest research from the National Adult Literacy Survey shows that Hispanics coming into the United States are at the lowest level of literacy proficiency. That means that they are, for the most part, some of them are not even functionally literate. So what we are doing is working with the parents to sort of, again, break this intergenerational cycle pattern of illiteracy.
I don't remember my mother ever reading a book to me, not in Spanish or not in English. She couldn't read a book in English because she didn't know English. And she couldn't read a book in Spanish because we didn't have any books for children in my home when I was growing up in Spanish.
Lapsits provides bilingual books and activities as well.
We need more Spanish volunteers, people who speak Spanish, so they can interpret to the Hispanic community.
And since I wanted him to be bilingual, it was good that I can combine the Spanish nursery rhymes with the American nursery rhymes.
The mother's educational level is the strongest correlate to a child's success in school. Another Lapsits workshop series is with the mothers working on their high school general equivalency diplomas in the Even Start program at the Pleasant Valley Connection. A reading specialist models reading and vocabulary building and provides new books for homes.